first unpeg this, and you don't have to, but I'm going to slide the tail off just because it's way easier to transform him that way, because this is just in the way. Fold these out to the sides, fold this over, and hinge it all the way like that. And then we come to the head, and the head is tabbed into a grey piece here. Well, it was. So try to untab this from the back, and you can probably untab this from... no. Okay. Let's try to... I'll just use a spludger. Like that, and hinge this out as far as you can. Push this golden piece through. It's not that easy, but you are supposed to do it this way. Like that. And then turn everything around. Now angle this up and out as far as you can, because we're going to take the head and not that way, Snarl. I'm going to push it down and out. And this spike can really be annoying because it gets in the way. You can, of course, help everything with the tilt of the head. And when you got it right, it will be about there, looking through his own back. You fold these out, and now we're actually done with the backpack for now. Inside here you have a little tab, and you have to angle the arms forward to be able to actually lift this up. Fold the hand in, and remember the hand needs to be felled in like this, with thumb on top. So you fold that forward, that little foot. This just comes up and about. And that's one leg done. I'm gonna do that again. Angle the elbow, open this up, fold this hand in, close that up, hinge the foot forward, and just do that. Now, fold this dino head forward, fold these up, angle the head, and now we have that beautiful head all done as it should be. Untab these, and that actually lets us rotate the body upwards. And now comes the difficult part. Yeah. This is one thing I think is way too stiff. I mean, I'm not a weak guy by any means, but this is just ridiculously... I know you can probably loosen some screws here, but it didn't help me, unfortunately. Like that. Then you loosen this, and it's going to tab in to the belly piece there. If you're lucky. And I'm not, of course, so... Up here you have that little piece the head was locked onto. Never wants to come out when I want it to come out, but I'll show you just in a minute what I mean. This piece was felled in and behind some foldable material, so you have to get that out as well. And now we are getting somewhere. These red pieces just fold up again, so it gets out of the way. No, this won't stay in for the life of it. I don't know what to do. Come to here and flip. If you don't have the head fell down, that is. Flip out grey chest filler pieces. No, don't fold anything in. Like that on both sides. And they are going to tab together, so angle them inwards and then like that. So now you see how it looks up there, right? You have the filler pieces and the legs are done and the head is done. We just need to do the backpack. So without further ado, let's come to the legs, shall we? I'm going to try to show this because it's quite difficult. This piece tabs like that, and when it does, you can unhinge the foot from here, and it's quite difficult because there are so many tabs and things here you really need to be mindful of. But when you get it out like that, it actually gets out. Yay. Turn it to the outside for now. Come to this piece, fold both of them in at the same time, or you won't be able to do nothing. I was going to say another word there, but I'm not going to say that. You have these little locking points on both sides. And you don't have to have them all that way, but you have to have them out. Angle this on that hinge, not that one. So, and again, the tolerances here are quite, yeah. You can fold the side pieces in first so you can just have more room to play with. Just fold this over. And now my locking points have gone in. Now we can put those back in because we are somewhat done there. On the outside here, you have two pegs, and you need to rotate this out, tab it in, and then rotate the leg down and tab, I don't know if you see that, but that peg into that port. Yes, no. I need to do that first, then go up. Yeah. Then you come to the leg. You unfold the dinosaur feet and hinge them forward like that. Extend the joint there. Rotate the toe around and push it down and tab it in. Rotate the heel and push it in as well. So it just truncates together. And there you have it. This is one side so far. I must say so far done. Now, as you can see, there is a lot of bending everywhere, and it's difficult to know if you've gotten things right. And as you can see, the waist tends to move, so it's even more difficult. I'm going to tab the hind piece, back piece together. These I'm going to fold down, just because I think it's easier fixing things on top later on. Come to the front, and this is going to be angled in a specific way. This piece is going forward and this is going back, and it can be quite bothersome. It is a chore transforming this. I mean, it is brilliant, utterly brilliant, but still a chore to do. This piece comes down, and it's supposed to tab into the neck here. like that. You see, everything's just moving around on me here, people. And again, I see that the waist has rotated. See to it before you go any further that the ab crunch isn't affected, because it will be very difficult to actually do things right here otherwise. Okay. Now we're going to take these and rotate them forward like that. And these I'm going inwards, holding on to that. And this is going to be the side. Here we have two pieces we need to fold out, because these are going into those ports, which right now seems impossible. And I can tell you it is. These are going into these as well. And right now it doesn't seem that like it will work. But let's prep this side first before we put anything in, shall we? Tab the skirt pieces in. If you have everything aligned, which I never do. Like that. Fold these out and have the back piece tab into there, and these can actually be pushed out to the side and tab in to the legs right there. And that is also why I have these down, because this is way easier to do this way. When you're pushing the leg up for this tabbage, just press the upper part out, because the inner part needs to stay down because it's tabbed into these pieces. Okay. We felled this down, and this is going to be around the head of the bot, so you don't see that. And these things are going to be his side pieces, and these are going to tab in right there. You can see him taking shape as we speak, and I have to be honest, this is the easiest way I've ever transformed him. Now we need a tail, so we bring the tail in, you fold it onto itself and tab everything in, like for the whip. If you're able to. It's very difficult to see where the tabs and ports are because, well, it's just very well hidden. Like that, and fold these up. Hinge these sections down. And that can be very difficult, to be quite honest. They're going to be like that, because they're going to be the butt plates of him. Well, somewhat, at least. Unfortunately, this swivel won't be useful in this mode. But we have to fold these up first, and you have to hinge them onto themselves, like so. Hinge them onto themselves, like so. And then we just put the tail in, like that. And we angle these pieces in so they actually look like a butt. We clean the spikes up a bit so it looks better. And here you have him in Dino mode. Now for transformation into combined mode. And this is the transformation everyone fears because it's not fun and you don't really know where to tab things in. And, well, I'm going to do my best. I've only succeeded in transforming him to that mode once because it's just strange and nothing tabs in where it should and so on. but we're going to give it the old college try, shall we? First of all, as always, I remove the tail, like that. Then we're going to fold the neck down, so this piece comes loose. Untab these, like that. You can just hinge them upwards. Untab the backside, like that. And fold everything a bit up, so we get some room, because, trust me, we need it. Now we come here, we fold up the dino neck, and we actually just try to make these two pieces go in again. This difficult piece has to go in again as well, and these just come down. And I know I look weak not being able to fold this back, but trust me, it's difficult. Bring that up. Hinge this back down like you're going into robot mode. And bring these red pieces out to the side and tap those in. Like that. Fold these down, and hinge it backwards. So it's like you're going into a robot mode, of course, again. It is a bit on the difficult side, as I said before. Did I do it wrong? Yes, I did. No? This is what I mean with this. It's you don't really know how to do things at all, which tends to take the fun out of it. Okay, I think I got it now. This is the way you want that looking, and you can see where the leg is going to be attached. Now, just rotate the arms out for now, because we're going to take them, not last, but, well, not far from. Okay. Let's get these back legs, loose. And hinged inwards. They're going to be felled down. The heel doesn't really like that. So untransform the heel for now. And rotate that through. Like that. Now you can just bring that back. This piece comes back and around and is tabbed in up there. And now that leg is ready to be moved. You hinge this down quite a lot, and then you actually untab the the skirt pieces here, and you fold that inwards. This is supposed to be down for dyno mode. I forgot that, sorry. So fold this up and onto the crotch. And it can just sit like that. Now do the same thing with the other leg. And as I showed you before, these tend to... these tend to pop off. rotate that in, and this time it went more smoothly. Hinge that down for now. Turn this, push there, and turn that around, and push that in there. Now, these side pieces need to come forward and unfold and be felled upwards like that. Forward, outwards. Why is this? Ah, yeah. Like that. And this is what's going to hold the hind legs in on here. But the most difficult thing with this is actually hinging the legs up. Just so you can see what I'm doing, I'm going to fold these away. These locking points should be behind those, so you don't need to undo the locking points, you just need to angle things correctly. And this is going to be just behind these, so happy angling, people! And I can tell you my hands are sore already. These are supposed to be in the middle, nowhere else. And these are supposed to line up. It's not the best, but it's going to have to do. Unfortunately, you're going to hide the dino face. I don't really like that. But again, with this tilt... Okay. Now, we're going to line this up. And this peg is going on that... No, that port is going on that peg. So you need to use the joints at your disposal to hinge everything to the correct spot. And when you think you are done, you can tab them in like that. So again, we try to do that with this side. And when you're done, you should have... You can angle the... Let's just remove the arms, shall we? Yeah. This is going to annoy me to no end and back. Like that. So I can actually angle the leg up and tab that in. The little feetsies can just rest on the side of the... And put the feetsies on the chest there. Come to the side. And now you want to turn these arms down, and they are quite stiff. So fold them down as far as you can get them and hinge them backwards. Like that. These are gonna tab around those leg pieces there. So just measure things out. And it is a bit fiddly, nothing really tabs in anywhere, and you have to be mindful of what you're doing. Push that in and angle the leg down, because there is one little tabbage down here. As you can see, I tab that in with my left thumb there. Yes, it actually sticks. And there is a tabbage point for the foot, but I never get that to line up, so it came undone. Yeah, there it is again. Very, very good. And that just tends to pop out. Leave it for now. Okay, do that again. Hinge the arm down, so you have everything in the right direction. Hinge it out and forward. and angle the arm down so you can again tab it into that little piece there, and everything is just the wrong way for some reason. Can it be? Yeah, there. Okay, I don't really. You don't need to tab this in because I'm not going to bother with this too much. It's not a structural component, so don't waste too much time on it, to be quite frank, because these are just, side pieces, and this is probably due to the fact the waist tilt is on the wrong end, probably. I don't know. I'm guessing here. But yeah, as long as you have that somewhat looking like that, you should be happy. Now, we're going to tackle this front piece, fold those down just for ease of use, rotate that around, and these two are gonna go down into the bottom where the tail used to be, down here. So line everything up, tab those in. These are gonna go loosey-goosey in a while, but we're trying to do things right here, so let's take everything step by step. Ooh, baby. Hinge this backwards, and this is going to go down and tab in on the back. Be mindful so you don't scrape the head. Angle everything correctly, and you will end up with this on top. It's very difficult to get that in because everything is so stiff on this bot, as I keep saying. And yes, I'm getting tired of transforming this, to be quite honest. Fold these up so they are the correct rotation before you tab everything else in. And this just comes out all the time. It bothers me to no end. And back. Fold these over. These go out to the side. We're going to use them to tab in back here. And just rotate this. You're supposed to rotate it down. Like that. And I'm unsure if I'm supposed to have them upwards. No. No, they are supposed to be downwards, I think. But again, since nothing really tabs or sticks, you don't really know how to do things. So there is a lot of guesswork if you don't remember. I think they're supposed to be downwards, but I'll just try it for now and see if we will get any good results. Hinge these correctly. Press that back so you get that little shiny back piece on. Fold this in, and now that I'm tabbed, let's bring in the tail. Now we need to separate these bits. Like that. And we rotate them up, and those grey pieces, butt flaps, go out to the side because we are going to tab things onto them. And you just slide that on. I say just. Down, 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 down the road. And tab everything in up here. I'll just do this because it's quite difficult, and then I'll show you. If I'm able. Why doesn't this go in? They weren't straight. Okay, let's do that again. Ah, yes, there. And as you can see, they are now tabbed in here. And this just came out. I don't really care. Again, not a structural integrity you need to worry about because, well, it's just an add-on piece, to be quite honest. Now, these are gonna tab in the middle like that. If you have it correctly angled, I don't. I think I need to move it up a bit. But yes, like that. You bring this little butt piece down and you tab this side filler onto that butt plate, like so. No, like there, yes. And you of course do the same thing on the other side. Hinge that up, tab it into the middle. And of course you put that into the little butt flap as well. And now we got that all done. And I need to take a break. Okay, hinge these up if you don't want to see them. The lower part just looks like that. And now we come to the tail and we're going to fold things in here. We're going to fold this in and this little side piece down. And this is where mine broke off, so don't peg that in. Oh, do if you want to, but I'm not going to do it again because I don't want to break anything all over again. And you don't really need to tab that in. The only thing you need to tab in is the lower part, which is going to go, it looks impossible, I know, but it's going to go into the legs here. And this is a sturdier piece of plastic, so just press that in. And it holds everything together quite nicely and tab that in. Yeah, well, you can fold those however you want. The feetsies are gonna go inside and no. Now let's get him untransformed and you peg these off him so they are not in the way in any form or matter. Untab the butt flaps and this golden piece from the back there. Fold these out and untab this from the back so we can actually get rid of this. And when you want the tabs to loosen, they actually don't, but now they did fairly well, and that's that off. You don't have to take that off, but it is much easier to transform if you do. Now hinge these out as far as you can and rotate the arms upwards so you have, and tab them in here. Rotate them up, tab them in, angle these and just press so there is no going out again for them. Open these pieces and rotate the foot around, tab it in. Now we're gonna get the hands out. And it should be very easy, it always is, but for some reason now it is fighting me. Cang toys and their tolerances are a bit on the difficult side. Sorry for doing that off camera. Just hinge this down, rotate the arm around, fold that up so we get him doing a flexing pose, and the arms are now out to the side and won't bother us for the rest of the transformation, which is kind of good. Come to the legs, untab these side pieces here and fold them down and backwards. You have to rotate them while you are actually folding them backwards, like so. And do the same thing on the other side, like so. Now we come down to the leggies. And untab them. It's easier just to do that. Open these up. The locking points, you don't have to open them this much, but still. I'm gonna rotate this to the outside so we can actually just unhinge the leg, like so, and tab these back in to secure everything in place. And I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. Just hinge this down and close those back up again. Rotate this up because you want them in the same direction. Rotate these. And this is the part of this transformation that's kinda annoying because you don't really know when and where and in which order, because yeah. Okay, these are just pointing my hands to no. Okay, rotate them in if you're able. Why am I not able to? Ah, like that. And then we actually rotate them upwards because we're going to put the... Get out! Put these down. I'm sorry for doing this out of frame. Rotate the toes, rotate the heel. And that is how you want that looking. This is going in there, so you have to use those 1, 2, and 3 hinges, fold the leg down, and have him stand on himself, on his calf, like that. And now you are ready to push that in. Rotate this. Sorry about that. Rotate this, push that in, and fold this down. If you're able to, you see you have a lot of hinges, and again, I'm sorry, I'm out of frame. Oh, I have to redo that because I forgot this. So open this up, both of them at the same time, because if you don't, they won't open up. Now we can do this again. I'm gonna try to do this in frame now. And you push that in, push that down, and oh, that thing came loose. Push that in down there, and just in like so. And you can see this piece came off. It's supposed to be above the little joint there. So how am I going to solve that? Do I have to pick everything out again? Yes, I think I do. Maybe I can just push that up. No, no, no. I need to get everything out again. This can be bothersome because it doesn't really tab in. Okay. Fold it down. You have to align it like so. Yep. There you have it. And now we can actually get this in. So there's a lot of fiddliness going on here, but when you have it in the right position, you know it is right, and that's how you want that looking. Close this up with this little tab, and you are actually done with one leg. You should be able to tab that in as well, but you never do. So turn them out like that. And I know I've forgotten the piece down there, but let's do the skirt pieces first, like so. Just hinge them outwards. The side pieces come down. The head comes down. And now we're basically done with the lower body. So let's get to the head and back section. We can just fold these arms down because they will not be in the way anymore. Just fold them down. And let's come to the back. You untab this and you fold everything out as far as you can so you can hinge this head up and over. Like that. And you can see these two pegs here. They are actually going into the grey filler piece from the neck there. So you're going to have to push everything in like that. And it's difficult to do, so I will show you in a minute how that looks. But, oh, wait, did I do it? Yep, yeah, I think I did. First time that ever pegged in as it should. Look, it's just pegged in right there. So that's good. Easiest done ever. Okay, fold this up, feed it through, and then just hinge everything on the back, and you need to tab that in, and there goes the head. Hopefully it will be easier next time. Can we get this in from here? Can I push this way maybe? Yeah. Maybe. I don't really know. I think it's in. Is it in? That's what she asked. No. Yeah, it is. It is. Just push this down to have everything in the right position. Now, fold these in, if you haven't already. Fold this over. Come to this piece, and they can just be rotated up because you're not gonna need them. And there is a tab on the side, and it's going to go onto that peg. So rotate everything correctly, and you'll have it just there. And that is going to tab in back on the silver piece there. So again, up, hinge it so everything tabs in on the black piece there. And then we're going to take this piece in there and just press that in as well, so it is stuck on fairly enough. Let's get the tail and just prepare it for the back there. Rotate that. Hinge this outwards this time. Outwards. Oh, this is so stiff. I say that about a lot of things here, but they are so stiff. And these are supposed to be on the side. Just slide this on, if you're able, like that. And now we're going to hinge it up. And no, these are supposed to go down. I was afraid of that. Rotate that, and that came out. Rotate it about like that. Fold it down and tab everything in again. And like that. Yep, it's difficult. It's fiddly. But we are soon there, peoples. Now we have to have these little tabs on the tail pieces aligned so we can actually press them in. And these are supposed to go... It came out. Yeah, there we are. Put these pieces in, and you have to have everything configured properly, because if anything differs the slightest, it will not go in. But there, I think I got it. Did I? No. Ugh. This is so bothersome. I mean, it looks good, but so difficult to do. But there you have him. There you have Longyang's leg in robot mode. You can just small things here. Fix the blades here. Skirt pieces and there. Well, you have him in robot mode.